Back on Buffy, this is episode 18 of season 4, and I'm very excited to carry on with the season as we get closer and closer to the end. And yeah, I'm just really hyped to see what's going to happen next. Last episode was a lot of fun. You know, we had Jonathan like making this spell and stuff, and injecting himself into everyone's lives and being super famous and stuff like that. It's a very interesting kind of idea for an episode. I really enjoyed it. But it's all sorted, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. Adam's still out there being a bit of a nuisance. So I am very intrigued as to whether, you know, leading with all of that and what final confrontation could be built up to for that. And, you know, there's relationship drama left, right and centre, as there always is. So yeah, I am very, very intrigued as to what's going to happen next. So without further ado, let's get into the next one.
Okay, you guys done? I'm getting horny. I mean...
Oh. Nice. Okay, he's finding his place. It's quite cool seeing them do it together.
Vampire demon tag team.
Not like that.
I mean it now. First thing in the morning, we go to Ted's house.
First thing, good point.
Oh, I think Faith had a point about slaying. And laying, apparently. Is Jonathan hiding somewhere? What the? Oh, okay. Oh, ice cream!
We've gone to the nights without sex.
I know. Twice. Can't believe we're breaking up.
Breaking?
Uh...
Are we? Anya, there's a lot more to you and me than the sex. Well, there should be. A relationship.
Do you not remember Hush? And he thought Spike had dreamed you?
Right here. Hot, sweaty, big sex.
Is there a child there? Oh, no. Oh.
There's always been great discord between them.
Well, you wouldn't want to order some ice cream after that, would you?
Went to the demon's aid.
Party? Tomorrow night, we're having a thing. Don't you have a class?
Yeah, in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I have that thing.
Right, that thing we could squeeze in before.
Yeah.
Bye.
So,
Didn't we just get the furnace fixed? It's freezing.
I'll call Leanne, get somebody to come. I've been building this thing for an hour. It's still a nice box in here.
why is it cold? Why can't they get their hands off each other? Why am I confused? Why is Forrest getting screen time? I think we get the point. Oh! Was that a metaphor for something?
You.
Spike! What are you doing? You made me yell really high.
Yeah, Dick. Just didn't want the girls to see him with his eyebrows all burnt off. He's lucky that's all he lost. You should have seen it rock. It was weird as hell.
See, I think they're quite sweet.
Welcome to the life with Anya.
So you don't even know if she's coming tonight?
I'm thinking no. She was.
Well, she wants to.
upset.
Still love me? Uh-huh.
I do too.
Boy, I miss those powers.
Yeah. Tell me about it. You take the killing for granted, and then it's gone, and you're like...
I do like the parallels of these two, kind of like losing
Stop
the
and smell
powers
the
in that way.
corpses, you know?
Versus what's yours? Wow. Wow.
You really like French.
Who are you here with?
Right now, I seem to be here with you.
Xander.
That essay, right? Here.
Jesus Christ, you guys have to stop.
Essay. I'm the one who got a D in covert ops.
Buffy's getting the D now.
Oh, God.
Horses. Like... big,
Why are they just stood there
tall,
watching, the freaks?
That could take your arm off for. I look at horses and I see really big ponies.
You should ride with me sometime. I guarantee safety and fun.
Well, if you promise you'll look after me.
Oh.
Touch me.
Oh.
It's just disgusting.
Tara, What's the matter? I don't know.
What the fuck is going
I
on?
didn't mean to... Are you
Why is the house horny?
It's where they kept you, including your chip. Let's have fun.
What are you doing? You brought me here? Anya? It just means that we have to work our way through some stuff. It doesn't mean that we rebound with the evil undead. And what have we been doing with them anyway?
Did you just flirting with another girl?
Who's the puffed up?
Or was that the house making him go?
Splotchy and possessive.
Hostel 17. Can I get you a drink?
I'm just trying to tell you that we have nothing in common besides both of us liking your penis. And now I don't even have that. So I get to say when it's done. And it's done. I'll be having more fun.
I'm having fun already.
Me too. Woohoo!
They'll work it out, I'm sure.
Hey, Xander.
Oh.
Julie. Okay. This then would be the kissing.
That is why you joined. Whoa! Oh my! Oh my! Julie! Julie!
Touch it.
You think every fucker would be there? What on earth? Oh my god! What the? Oh! It's gonna be a jump scare. Alright!
Is that wrong?
I don't know.
It disturbs me you recognise her by a scream, Riley. He's probably getting good at recognising screams, isn't he?
I don't like it here. This house.
Neither do
I
I.
think we should go.
Oh! Oh my god!
Buffy!
Stop! I mean, is it affecting the initiative as well? Like, 'cause it's right below the house. Ugh.
Well, this party's starting to liven up.
Oh! Oh! Well. Well.
Please, God, help me. We have to go back in there.
Why?
Because Buffy and Riley are trapped.
So?
In each other.
He's a Slayer. He's a big soldier boy. What do they need you for?
Now who's with me?
I am. I know not the first choice for heroics. And Buffy's tried to kill me more than once. And I don't fancy a single one of you at all. But... actually, all that sounds pretty convincing. I wonder if Asian House is open.
Gotta give credit to Xander for not giving up. Or maybe he should.
He told us not to come. He needed some grown-up time.
Should you tell Buffy and Riley not to come?
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man,
Holy
to
shit.
be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what it's like to be hated, to be fated.
Could we go back to the haunted house? Because...
Do you know All Star by Smash Mouth? It's nice that Giles does have, like, hobbies outside of just watching. Why are there plants everywhere? Right. Show me poison ivy, you cowards.
You're too far away from me.
I'm right here.
You have to keep touching me.
When you caught Buffy and Riley,
Why?
didn't cry out or respond in any way.
No. They're probably dead.
And then I'm busy doing it to answer.
Do you really think they were keeping it up? Oh, for a different phrasing.
Thing. Children? Did any of them, die in there?
You're relating sexual activities to children?
Gave them hugs and praise when they were good and punished them when they were dirty.
Well, children will be children. They
Lost to lust.
Oh.
but you helped them.
Is it literally a bunch of horny ghosts?
I'd remove when I can smell the sin on each and every one of you.
Yeah? You smell sin? Well, let me tell you something, lady. She who smelt it dealt it. It's like what you said, but faster. Maybe they set something free. Like a big burst in poltergasm.
Yes.
Never say poltergasm ever again.
Never stop touching me.
Can you just hold hands?
What do you feel?
Sad, afraid of being without you, and a little hungry.
I meant about the house.
Aw.
Oh.
Release your past. And, get over it.
Oh god, that's horrifying. Oh, no. Drowning's like one of my biggest fears. Fuck. Oh! Oh, that wasn't even me and I felt it in my soul.
Xander, don't you knock?
It's so creepy.
I agree.
Really singing? And if Riley and I hadn't gotten so wrapped up in each other, none of this would have happened. True. Feel shame.
My mistress is the learning plateau.
Must have been horrible.
Yeah, horrible.
It's bad.
Well. What the fuck was that? Drowning Boy? Well, that's a hell of a credit. I got cast in Buffy, Mum. Oh, who are you playing? Drowning Boy. Interesting episode, shall we say. Probably one of, if not my least favourite of the season so far. I mean, I wouldn't say I hated it. It just wasn't as strong as a lot of the other ones this season, I would say. I'm trying to think of some early ones this season. So I don't think I've really terribly disliked an episode of season 4 so far, to be honest. It was definitely one of the weaker ones. I didn't absolutely hate it. I enjoyed watching it, but I think that's just because I enjoy watching the characters. In terms of the actual plot and stuff, I don't know. It just felt a bit weird. It felt like they had loads of ideas of what they could do, and they just threw it all in an episode. Yeah. I think it's probably one of the weaker episodes when I'm not that excited to talk about it. But yeah. So Buffy and Riley, I actually think they're very sweet together, and they're staring at each other near the start. I thought that was kind of sweet. And obviously this kind of whole thing spiraled from them being unable to take their hands off each other, and then the spirits and shit. I'm not really sure I understood exactly what was going on. The old lady was punishing horny teenagers, and that resentment became spiritual, weird magic things that caused vines to grow for some reason, and orgasm walls, and I'm never saying orgasm wall ever again. That's a bit of a euphemism. I'm all over the place after that one. I just don't know what to think. But it said something about the Buffy and Riley relationship, I guess. Physically things are going very well. Good. They've clearly patched things up after the whole Faith escapade, shall I say, to put it very fucking lightly. So it was kind of interesting seeing that kind of spiral out of control. They're very much in their own world with each other, if you will. The shot of them just on the bed and the darkness all around them, it zooming it out and stuff. And everyone being unable to reach them. It did feel like Xander and Anya reached them in the end just because the episode was nearly over. That kind of what it felt like to me. It didn't really feel like they did anything particularly different to their previous attempts. It was just because, there was 2 minutes of the episode left or whatever, but still. But Buffy and Riley clearly enjoyed themselves, so that's nice, good for them. So things are going well with that, I guess. I don't even know what else to say. The old lady, that was weird, wasn't it? I recognised the actress from something. I've definitely seen her in something before. But that whole story felt a bit weird. I don't know. But I did like Giles and Willow and Tara trying to like summon spirits and shit, but even though they weren't even dead, and I don't know how well that worked for me, it just felt a bit weird. I felt they had the idea of like this all happening before they had like the reason behind why it was all happening, and they just kind of tacked it on at the end, but oh well, it is what it is. It's just kind of a filler episode really, wasn't it? So yeah, the old lady thing was weird, but there we are. But I suppose it was kind of speaking to like horny teenagers, college hijinks, stuff like that. It's kind of what it was speaking to. But I think this is probably the least subtle they've ever been about a theme of an episode. That's probably why it didn't hit home as well. I feel like they could have done it a lot more subtly and a bit cleverly. But instead we just got like 50 shots of Buffy and Riley doing it. So, you know, it's not the peak of writing, I don't think, is it, exactly this episode and what they were going for. But there we are. Giles singing, that was cool. He's got a great voice. And it was kind of nice to see Giles, what he does like outside of like the Scoobies and stuff. So he has fat bit uses and stuff this season. So it's kind of cool to see that he's kind of found something to do. And we saw a lot of people really appreciating him just singing, and I quite liked seeing a bit of his outside life in terms of that. So that was something good to find in the episode. Because again, it wasn't my favourites, but I didn't not enjoy watching it. I think it's because it was so bizarre and so fucking weird. I actually enjoyed it in a weird, crazy sense. I mean, it's not a good episode by any means, but yeah, strange. But there was stuff to enjoy, like Giles, and all the relationships I thought were really cool. I liked Spike kind of convincing himself not to help in the end. That was really funny. And I liked the conversations her and Anya were having, the kind of relationship between those two, and how they kind of have a similar kind of thing where their powers almost have been taken away from them. I really liked that. I thought that was really cool, the parallels with those two. So I enjoyed Spike's presence in this episode, and the party atmosphere with the teens and stuff. Yeah, okay, whatever. It was just some really weird ideas in it. Like that wall, what the fuck was that about? I mean, I know what it was about, because like the horny teen ghosts that weren't even ghosts. Man, just why? Why? Why did they do this to me? But there was that. Tara and Willow, there was somewhat development there. I feel like Willow's definitely being a lot more physically with Tara now. They're obviously a lot more comfortable doing that in a public space, so that's nice. But then Tara kind of reacted quite badly to that, but I think that was like the influence of the house and the spirits and all that shit. And them kind of doing the spell and stuff. I like that Tara's, being more integrated into the group. I think that's pretty cool. So stuff with them was alright. And then Xander and Anya even. I think Anya was best served by the episode. I think she was the best character in there. Because she has some really funny lines, but she had a lot of development in her relationship with Xander. I feel like she's kind of more so coming to terms with what she doesn't understand about living day-to-day life yet. It's cool seeing Xander have yet another job as the ice cream man. That was pretty cool. And yeah, just the development between those two. They care about each other a lot more than they want to admit, I think. But I feel like they've kind of come to that realisation at the end of the episode, and I think they're in a stronger place for it. So I think the best thing this episode did was kind of advance the Xander and Anya kind of bond. So you saw in Hush just how much Xander actually cares about Anya. And clearly they wanted to annoy each other at the party and stuff because they cared about each other that much. So I liked the development of that and kind of, I don't know, strengthening that relationship, cementing it, I guess, would be a better word. But it kind of put on display how much they drive each other crazy, but they care about each other. I actually quite like their relationship quite a bit, so I like that was kind of put in the spotlight. And they kind of went back in to save the day in the end, so that was cool for them. I actually think the soundtrack, the music in some parts of the episode were pretty interesting. More so the use of silence, actually. So kind of the opposite of what I've been saying, but you know what I mean. Like when Willow checked the bathtub, and then it all went silent, then she turned around and the jump scare thing happened. The music then, the silence then was really effective. And there was another moment as well with silence. I think it was when Xander and Anya went to walk back into the house. I think it went silent again. I think the use of that was actually very well done in this episode. And I think the music was pretty good overall. I don't tend to talk about the music that much unless it like really stands out. So another thing that I enjoyed about this episode, if nothing else. So yeah, it had some good stuff going for it, more so with the character interactions and the development with Xander and Anya, really. Because the plot I couldn't really give much of a shit about, because it just wasn't, you know, it was very on the nose, you know. It wasn't even on the nose, it punched me in the face. And I appreciate more subtle and thought out stuff like that in terms of like themes and stuff, instead of just like hammering it home like that. Although I suppose Buffy and Riley were doing enough hammering, weren't they? So yeah, an interesting episode. I didn't hate it, but I do think it's probably my least favourite of the season. It was just there. It was very filler. Yeah, it was there. It was meh. And yeah, let's just move on, shall we? Let's move forward. We still have 4 episodes after the season. So yeah, that was that. That was Buffy. I'm not going to be in a hurry to rewatch that one, let's say that. But interesting nonetheless. It had some good things about it, as Buffy always does. But yeah, that was that episode. Let's never speak of this again. And yeah, my next reaction will be episode 19 of Buffy. And then after that we'll be going back to Angel. But yeah. Horny ghosts. Horny teen ghosts. There we are. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, until next time, see ya. Horny ghosts. Bye.